this tapping script, we're going to be addressing the feelings of not being wanted. Now, people reject each other for all sorts of reasons, and it depletes our sense of belonging, our sense of safety, our sense of support, our sense of security. Often that can create these desires, these strong urges that make you think, I just want them to want me. I want them to want me back. So in this tapping, we're going to be addressing the thoughts and feelings that come up when you get rejected, when you feel abandoned. Because the actions that those people have taken that are hurting you so much has created a sense of not being safe, not feeling supported, not feeling like you belong to a community. And so it's hard for you to create deep, intimate connections with people. And you might find yourself feeling very isolated and alone, even when you're with other people around. So let's get into the tapping so we can shift you out of this very strong but unhealthy desire for you to want them to want you back, so we can get you to a space that's closer to a feeling of peace, at ease, and forgiveness. Hi, I'm Rosanne Clay, helping you deliberately create a life you love. Taking accountability for your own well-being and tapping on the karate chop point. Even though I want them to want me back, I wish that they would want me. I choose to love myself, honor myself, and forgive myself anyway. Even though I wish they would want me, I choose to love myself, honor myself, and forgive myself anyway. Even though I don't understand why they would want to leave me, and I hate that they've abandoned me. I hate that they've rejected me. It hurts so much. And I desperately want them back. I desperately want them to want me. I choose to love myself, honor myself, forgive myself, and accept myself anyway. Okay, so tapping through any of the points at your own pace. It hurts so much that they don't want me, that they have rejected me, that they've left me all alone. I wish I could change their thoughts. I wish I could change their desires. I desperately want them to want me. I desperately want them to desire me. I want them to wish that I was around them. I feel so isolated and alone. I feel abandoned. And it's not a new feeling for me. I've had this feeling for years. In fact, I remember this feeling from my childhood. This ongoing sense of being rejected, of being abandoned, or of not belonging. It's not a new sensation. I've often felt like I don't belong. And now I'm feeling the brunt of this pain even more intensely than when I was a kid. I feel so rejected, so abandoned. I have no community. I have no sense of support. I have no security. I don't feel loved by them. And I desperately wish they would love me. Okay, and now tapping on the back of the hand on the gamut point. So it's between the little finger and ring finger on the back of the hand. And I surrender all these thoughts and feelings to the highest energy for my greater good, for their greater good, and for the greater good of all those around us. Even though I want them to want me back, I choose to love myself, honor myself, and forgive myself anyway. Even though I want them to want me back, I want them to love me. And I know that sounds pathetic and lame, but I desperately do. I choose to love myself, honor myself, and forgive myself anyway. Even though they might say that they love me, the way that they treat me, I know that they don't want me. And it cuts me so deep. And I choose to love myself, honor myself, and forgive myself anyway. And tapping through any of the points at your own pace, it hurts so much. And I want to be free from it. I want to be free of the pain. And I want to be free of the rejection. And I want to be free of this feeling of abandonment. And I recognize these thoughts and feelings were probably programmed into me, into my subconscious mind, when I was just a little kid. Perhaps my parents or caregivers had these thoughts and feelings themselves. Maybe they felt abandoned. Maybe they felt rejected. Maybe they felt like their community didn't accept them for who they were. Maybe they felt like they didn't belong. And so now we've created this vicious cycle. But I desperately still want to belong. And I'm ready to release this pain now. I can feel the pain in my body. I'm aware of the pain in my body. And I'm ready to release it. I'm ready to release this belief that I don't belong. I'm ready to release this belief that I don't have a community. I'm ready to release this belief that I'm not supported. I'm ready to release this belief that I am not safe. It's safe for me to let go of this desire to be wanted, because I know it stems from a desire to belong. And I'm opening my heart up to the community around me so that I can feel a sense of belonging. I'm allowing myself to see all the places that I belong. I'm allowing myself to feel all the ways in which I am safe. I'm allowing myself to feel all the ways in which I am accepted and loved by others. I'm allowing myself to love myself. I'm allowing myself to accept myself, all of me. And I'm letting go of these beliefs that tell me I don't deserve their love, that tell me I don't deserve them. I'm letting go of the hurt and letting go of the pain that tells me I'm not worthy and deserving of love and affection, of their time, of them. And I'm allowing myself to believe that I am worthy and deserving of love, of infinite amounts of love. And tapping on the gamut point, and I surrender all these thoughts and feelings to the highest energy for my greater good, for their greater good, and the greater good of all those around us. And tapping on the karate chop point again. Even though I don't want to forgive them for the hurt they've caused me, because it hurts too much, I'm open to letting it go. I'm open to freeing myself from these blocks. I'm open to releasing these limiting beliefs that have kept me stuck and needing them to want me. And just tapping through any of the points at your own pace. I'm ready to release the hurt. I'm ready to release the pain. I'm ready to let go of this limiting belief that tells me I need them, that tells me I need them to want me, that tells me I need them to want to be with me. I'm open and ready to let go of this programming that craves their attention, that craves their approval, that craves them to approve of me. I don't need that anymore. I don't need their desire. I don't need them to want me. And I'm letting go of this programming that was probably programmed into me from conception, and probably while I was in the womb, and probably during my birth, and definitely while I was a kid. And I'm freeing myself from this programming now. It's safe to let it all go. I'm ready to release it. I'm allowing myself to feel love. I'm allowing myself to be loved. I'm allowing myself to be accepted just the way that I am. I'm allowing myself to be free to be me. I'm allowing myself to choose who I love and not let my ego attach myself to the wrong relationships. I'm allowing myself the freedom of loving and the freedom of being loved without the bonds of my trauma. I'm letting it all go. I'm ready to forgive myself for holding on to this programming for so long and for holding on to this pain for so long. And I honor that I had these thoughts and feelings, and that's okay. I'm ready to forgive them for all the hurt that they've inflicted on me, because I desperately want to move on with my life now. I want to feel better. I want to feel light. I want to feel joy. And so I'm opening myself up to a space of joy. I'm opening myself up to a space of love. I'm reminding my inner being that I'm unconditional love, that there is unconditional love for me, that source energy has infinite amounts of love. And I'm reminding myself of the love that I feel welling up inside of me, like a glimmer of light in my heart. I can see the light inside of my heart glowing. I can see that light shining, and it's getting brighter and bigger as that love warms up my heart and expands to my chest and fills up my torso. And this feeling of love fills up my whole entire body, head, arms, legs, fingers, toes. And this love can't be contained. I'm emanating love. And this love is shining out from all parts of me. I can picture this bright light shining out of my body, out of the front, out of the back, above me, below me. And it's filling up the room that I'm in. And it's spreading out into the world. Because that's how much love I have. Enough for the world. And more. Plenty. There is so much love inside of me that I'm ready to fill the universe with all the love that I have. And it's infinite. It's endless because it's source energy. And that is infinite and endless. And that feels so much better. And tapping on the gamut point on the back of the hand, and I surrender all these thoughts and feelings to the highest energy for my greater good, their greater good, and the greater good of all those around me. Okay, and just shaking it out, shaking your fingers, shaking your toes, taking a nice deep breath in, letting it all out. Repeat this tapping as you need it, because I know that the feelings can be very strong and they can be very deeply embedded in your psyche. Do some inner child work to help release that programming that tells you you don't really have a sense of belonging, that you need them so that you can feel like you belong. Trust me, the more you do this, the more you allow love in, and the dynamics of your relationship will change. Sending you so much love and light on your journey. Bye for now.